Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you guys, but before we get into it, if you have been here before, welcome back. I love having you guys. You make this channel so much fun. I really enjoy having you guys coming back into it and just talking with me about the NFL, whether it be my Jets or whether it be another NFL team. I always love having you guys in here. You are always welcome no matter what. And if you are new here, welcome. I love having you guys. If you are a Jets fan or a fan of another team, you are always welcome no matter what. I always love hearing from other NFL teams fans as well, whether they are coming in and just saying my Jets suck. I understand the Jets have been bad for years, or they're coming in and just wanted to chat about their teams. I know this is a Jets channel first, but I love talking about the other NFL teams as well. I go over some positive things. I try to be fair. I don't try to just bash other teams. So if you are interested in just getting into talks and debate or talking about these teams, let me know. I'm always happy to talk with you guys about them. So as you see, going into my Jets, a little bit of a cluster, flag falling over and everything. It's okay, though. We will continue. But getting into it tonight, I got a fun one for you guys. And the NFL today, other than talking about the tush push, which I'm happy the tush push has not been banned. I know I was somebody who said I wanted it banned before, but that was when Aaron Rodgers was the Jets quarterback. Now we have Justin Fields, who could desperately benefit from it, and I'm so glad the tush push is staying because it could be part of the Jets offense because Justin Fields could thrive with it. But other things that they have talked about today is the start of a new award at the end of the season for offensive linemen, which offensive line is a position that I think is so underrated, not talked about enough. These are the guys down there who make contact on every single play, who are gutting it out for their team, gutting it out for their quarterback, for their brothers on that team, doing everything they can to protect them. These offensive linemen should be given so much more credit and deserve so much more respect. And I'm finally glad that the NFL is awarding them, making an award for these guys, and that award is for the Protector of the Year. Now, this goes to the best offensive lineman in the NFL based on a lot of different characteristics. Could be pancake blocks, could be pass protection percentage, how many sacks you've given up, could be run blocking, how good of a run blocker you were, how good of a pass blocker. It's overall throughout the year of how good of a lineman you were. And in all honesty, as a Jet fan, I'm looking at the Jets offensive line, and I'm really, really stoked because one of these guys could definitely be that. And I want to go through these linemen with you and give you my final prediction of who I think could best qualify for this award. And I could rank them for you as well because I think all of these Jets linemen, I think the Jets offensive line is going to be very, very good this year. It is young, and I think it'd be very, very good for years to come. But getting into it for you guys, the first guy that we are going to be talking about is the Jets offensive tackle, left tackle, Olu Fashanu. We drafted him from Penn State last year. He was a rookie last year, and now he's coming into his second year in the NFL. He got injured at the end of the season last year. He played both right tackle, and then when he moved over to his best position, his preferred position, left tackle, he looked amazing. Great pass blocker. That was his strength coming out of college. Was a great pass blocker, but showed strengths in the run game as well. And OTAs as of now, he is looking like he is fully healed, that his foot is not bothering him anymore. Knock on wood to make sure that nothing happens to the poor kid. I really like him. He could be a stalwart for the left tackle for the New York Jets for years to come, and it's somebody that I'm really, really excited for. Look, I think he could have a breakout year this year if he fully stays healthy, if that foot doesn't bother him. If he can stay on the field for all 17 games, I think he could be one of the best left tackles in the NFL. That's how much confidence I have in this kid. But he is the starting one. He is our left tackle. He is the guy who's going to block Justin Fields' blind side. Now, moving down the line, we got John Simpson. John Simpson, before he became a Jet, he was signed last year in free agency by our old regime, Joe Douglas, our GM. He came over, and a lot of Jets fans, he wasn't the most well-known. He was a Raven beforehand, and over there, he was known as just a bulldog, just running people over, great in the run game. But the problem was he dealt with a lot of penalties, a lot of holding calls, a lot of plays brought back for the Ravens. Now, what could this be attributed to? Lamar Jackson was his quarterback, and Lamar Jackson is a fantastic, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But he does like to scramble. He likes to buy time for himself and make plays, whether it be running or running out of the pocket and making plays on the run. That can get your linemen in a lot of heat. It could cause more penalties because they got to block for a lot longer. And it's tough to hold on to a 300-pound defensive lineman for that long. So that could have been leading into the penalties. And when we came for the Jets, we didn't know if he was even going to start. We thought Elijah Vera Tucker might be our left guard. We thought Connor McGovern would come back and be our center. Joe Tippmann be our right guard. And just seeing what was going on. He ended up being our starting left guard. And he was one of the best left guards in football. The guy was a beast on this offensive line. Doesn't get hurt very often. Is a road grader. Awesome in the run game. Showed flashes in the pass game as well. Did not give up a ton of pressures last year. He showed grit and grind and become a fan favorite. A lot of Jets fans love this kid. So much so, Buffalo Jets fan loves this guy. And there's a reason for it. He wasn't seen as a big asset in free agency. And when he came in, he proved his worth and was so freaking good for the New York Jets. And he became one of the most well-beloved Jets on this team. He's on his last year of his contract, so I really hope the Jets re-sign him at the end of the year. I want him to be here for a while. He's still very young, too, and somebody who has endeared himself to Jets fans and somebody who could definitely be up for this award as well if he takes another step forward, okay? Now, continuing on, going down the line, we got our young center, Joe Tippmann, as well, who has shown flashes, has struggled last year when it came to snaps. Could have a little high snaps. He needs to work on the snaps a little bit more, but he's a bigger center too. He's much bigger than a normal center. He's got great run blocking ability, great pass blocking ability, has shown flashes of being a top 5 center in the NFL. Still very young, still has a ton of growth, but somebody who has been getting better and better every year. Still very young, but again, best centers we've had, in my opinion, since Nick Mangold. And Nick Mangold is probably the best center other than Kevin Mawai in our history. So if you're telling me he can be in the same book as Kevin Mawai and Nick Mangold, I'm pretty happy with that. Joe Tippmann has shown so much growth and so much tenacity on that offensive line. Was somebody who was one of the only linemen that stayed fully healthy last year as well. So that's something. He is a beast. He is a warrior on this offensive line. And I think somebody Justin Fields is going to love working with as well. Somebody who will protect him, will fight for him, do anything. Joe Tippmann could end up being the best center in football this year. That's a bold prediction, but I think he could definitely do it as long as he stays healthy, which he has had no problem with, knock on wood, up to this point. Now, continuing on, we go over into our next guy, a guy who's been here for a while, somebody the Jets traded up for previously, Elijah Vera Tucker, right guard. He is somebody who can bump around to tackle and guard. He's much better, in my opinion, as a guard. He is an all-pro guard. Was coming back from a serious season-ending injury last year, and he showed some wear and tear. He had some ups and downs and everything, but overall, as the season gone on, he was a monster. On the last year of his deal again, so I hope the Jets re-sign him or figure something out with him later on this year. But he is somebody as a right guard could be an all-pro guard, and somebody who, in my opinion, and I'll tell my rankings at the end of this video, who I think could be the best chance for the New York Jets to win this award. But he's somebody I really, really like. Physical. Jets fans, he was coming out of USC. Fans thought he was the best lineman in the draft. Interior guy. Moved from tackle, played tackle in college, moved to guard. Guy's an overall beast. Good in the run game. Getting better in the pass blocking game. Somebody who you can rely on as an anchor on that right side and who is going to help Armand Membou a ton. And that's getting into my last guy too, Armand Membou, who the New York Jets drafted this year as our right tackle, ending this long debate of trying to build this offensive line. The Jets have finally built this offensive line with young, powerful talent. Armand Membou being the new guy, played right tackle in his whole career, is a pure right tackle, somebody who can run you over, physical, and is very underappreciated in his passing game because he is a very good pass blocker as well, and somebody who I'm really, really excited to see as the Jets go on in the future of this kid. Somebody who can be really, really good, and I'm really excited for this offensive line. But now, getting into my rankings, I'm going to go from who I think would least likely win this award all the way to my candidates who I think could definitely win it. So in last place, somebody who I think is going to be really, really good, but he's still unproven. You haven't seen him take a snap in the NFL yet. Armand Membu. I think he could be fantastic right tackle. I'm so excited to see what he does in the future, but he's still unproven in the NFL at this point. I'm just excited to see what he can do. I think he's going to be good, but I think he's going to get better and better as the years go on. So I think Armand Membu won't be up for Protector of the Year. If he is, that's saying something that the Jets hit it out of the park with him in the first round. But I think he's going to be good in the future, but I don't think he's going to be up for the award this year. The next guy I think would have a little bit better chance, Joe Tippmann. Joe Tippmann, there's a lot of great centers in the NFL. I think he's going to be one of the best ones too. I really do. But there's still a lot of stuff he can work on. His snaps he needs to work on a good amount because I know those were issues last year, and he did work on them a little bit. I think he still needs to continue to grow. Still a young player, still has so much to prove. Somebody who I think, again, with more years can be the best center in the NFL. I think he's going to be a top one this year, but I still think there's a stuff he needs to work on. Now getting into the top three, I think top three, third place, I think Olu Fashanu. I love Olu as our left tackle. He's coming off an injury, though. He has been injury prone from college to now. So I think if he stays healthy, he could definitely be up there. But injuries are a concern. I think he's going to be a great left tackle when on the field. That's the biggest concern right now. And he's coming back from an injury last year. So I'm really hoping he can stay healthy because I think he can be one of the top 5 left tackles in the NFL as a young player, a new up-and-coming left tackle. Does he go up for Protector of the Year? I would love to see it. I would love to see all these Jets players, these Jets linemen up there. But I don't think he goes up there. Second place, I think John Simpson. I love John Simpson, and it was really close between him and AVT. But John Simpson, I think I love where he's at. I think he's still got a lot to grow as well. But there's still some things he needs to work on. I'm interested to see how he does with Justin Fields, who is a more mobile quarterback. Do those penalties come back now that he's working with a mobile quarterback and might need to hold on to his block a little bit longer? We shall see, but I'm confident with John Simpson. And the one who I think could definitely win it is Elijah Vera Tucker. Coming off a season removed from a serious injury, being in that right guard spot, not moving him around, getting into a new offense, but being able to utilize his skills, I think he could be the best right guard, best guard in football. And I think somebody who is definitely going to be up for the Protector of the Year, AVT. And I think if he wins that, he's going to get paid. He deserves it. I think the kid's really, really good. And I think he's going to prove a lot of the people who think that he can't stay healthy, I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong and be the best guard, best lineman in the NFL this year. Book it. Jets Ward's saying it. I'm saying I think he can be the best lineman in football this year. But let me know what you guys think. Are there linemen on your teams that you think are going to be Protectors of the Year? Let me know what you guys think, how you would rank your starting 5 linemen. And let me know how you think I did too. Do you think AVT could be up for it? As a Jet fan, who do you think on the Jets' offensive line could be the Protector of the Year? Honestly, you can make an argument for all of these guys. And it's always just fun to debate it. I'm just happy that the NFL is finally awarding these guys and giving these offensive linemen an award because they freaking deserve it, man. They are some of the toughest guys who day in, day out make contact on every single play and deserve to be rewarded for it. And I just want to give a shout out to all the offensive linemen because I played it in high school. And it's not an easy job. You need to know all the plays. You need to know your blocking schemes, pass schemes, run schemes. You need to know who you're going to get on a 4 front, 2 front, 3 front. You need to know all this stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just you smashing heads all day. There's a lot of thinking that goes into it too. And I'm just shout out to all of these linemen. You guys deserve it. And I'm really excited to see who wins this Protector of the Year award. And thank you guys so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, guys.